All right, welcome everybody to our Zoom overview for NovaTech this evening. We're so glad to have you here, Stan and myself, and we have some information to share with you that I think may be life-changing for you. So basically, tell you a little bit about myself before I get started. My name is Dr. Miriam Martin. I live in Bowie, Maryland, originally from Detroit, got to put that out there. I'm a medical doctor. I trained at Howard University and got my chemistry degree there, my medical degree there. I did a residency in emergency medicine there, and I was attending associate professor at Howard as well for some time. So I've been practicing medicine for about 37 years, long time, right? So that's what I do. That's my expertise. So about a little over a year ago, Stan Richards approached me. Okay, I want y'all to mute out. I don't know. Please mute your lines when you come on, okay, guys, so everyone can get this information. So Stan approached me a little over a year ago about whether or not I was participating in this crypto space. I told him no, I didn't understand it. My son Jerron had been talking about it, but I didn't really pay attention to it. So since Stan brought it up, I said, let me take a look. So I got on a presentation just like the one you're going to see this evening about NovaTech. NovaTech is a hedge fund. They do trading in crypto and Forex, and they have been allowing us to get in earnings on our investments, averaging 2 to 4% weekly, compounded weekly. And so I had never been privy to anything like that. I was used to people compounding against me, right? But not for me. And when I say that, I mean credit cards, student loans, everything you think of is compounded against you. So now we have an opportunity to have that compounding work in our favor. And so I got started with NovaTech, and I said to myself, let me go ahead and give this thing a try and see if it does what it says it's going to do. So I'm still here. So it did what it said it's going to do. So what does it do? I'm going to show you an example right now, what exactly we have our hands on here in NovaTech. So I'm going to share my screen, share, and I'm going to put on the screen a tool called a compounding calculator. This is on the calculatorsite.com. This is not anything that's tied to NovaTech. It's a tool. It's not promoted by NovaTech. It's a tool used by mortgage lenders, brokers, etc., to give you an idea of the potential of your investment compounded over a certain time period at a certain percent. So we're going to go through this kind of quickly, but you're going to catch on very rapidly, I'm sure. So first of all, I'm going to show you an example. Should you decide to invest, let's say $1,000, okay? What would happen if you did a one-time investment of $1,000 into an investment account that gave you 3% compounded weekly, week after week, month after month, year after year? So in this particular example, and you guys, I want you to know there's not any guarantee, there're going to be variables, but this is to give you an idea of the power of compounding your earnings. So let's say you started with $1,000, okay? We are getting an average of 2 to 4%. So I put 3% in that box where it says percentage. It's compounded on a weekly basis. So let's see what that would look like over the course of 5 years, okay? 5-year investment plan. That's pretty reasonable, I would think. And then say we go down here and see what will that look like in 5 years. So I'm going to hit calculate. And as you can see right here, your total earnings would be over $2 million for that $1,000 invested one time, compounded week after week at an average of 3%. Okay, so when I looked at this, I didn't have anything in my portfolio that did anything close to this. So that's why I said, let me just see if this thing works. Because if it does work and I didn't get involved, I was going to kick myself, right? So let's look at what that looks like on a monthly basis. What would be coming into your account each and every month if you invested one time, $1,000, one time, okay? And you compounded your earnings week after week after week. So you look at, let's say month number 12, that's $5.59.15 coming into your account. All right, let's go to month number 24. You're at $2,500 coming to your account each and every month. Okay. Month number 36, that goes to 12,000. Mind you, compounding week after week. Month number 48, 56,000 per month. And when you get to that 5-year period, $261,000 a month. All right, that could change a whole bunch of lives, right? A whole bunch of communities. So that's a $1,000 example. I'm gonna show you one more example because this is where I got started, 2,500, and we encourage you to get started where you feel comfortable. And that was a spot where I felt comfortable to get started in. 3% compounded week after week over a 5-year period. Let's see what that's gonna look like, right? So now you're looking at total earnings of over $5 million of a $2,500 investment compounded at 3% week after week, potentially. Okay, I like that potential, right? Let's see how that looks every month as well. So month number 12, that will be $1,300 coming into your account per month. 24 months, $6,500. I'm following this column down here, guys. Month 36, 30,000, month 48, 140,000, and at the 5th year, over $650,000 per month. That just sounds like crazy, okay? But this is what happens to us when we don't pay those credit cards off, right? You don't pay those student loans off. But now we have an opportunity to flip the script and earn compounded earnings. And so I'm here to tell you guys, after over a year with NovaTech, each and every week, I have received earnings on my compounded earnings on my trading balance every week. Okay, so I'm really excited about what we have our hands on here at NovaTech. I'm going to, at this time, turn this over to a gentleman who brought me this information to my attention, who I have a lot of respect for as a business person, as a Christian, as a awesome dad, husband, right? And a great neighbor as well. So I'm gonna give it up to our leader here in NovaTech, Mr. Stan Richards. Stan, can you hear me okay?
Yes, Doc, can you hear me?
You sound great to me.
Yeah, I want to, first of all, just say thank you for your leadership and just thank you for just being an awesome person overall. And thank you for saying yes to this opportunity a little over a year ago. I'm excited to be in business with you. I'm excited to be aligned with you. And together, we're going to create the change and eradicate poverty in our families and in our community. If you have if you just joined in, make sure you mute your line out, please. I don't want you to miss any of this information. I also want to welcome all of our investors that's dialing in from around the country and around the world this evening. I want to welcome all of our guests for taking an hour out of your time on a Monday night when you know the football game is going on to invest in you and make your millions, because that's what this is all about. Before I get started, I want to acknowledge Dr. King, a man that gave his life for us to have the privilege to get on a Zoom to talk about position ourselves in front of the next wealth trend that's going to revolutionize the world, that's moving faster than the internet. I'm excited. I'm grateful to share this information. I thank God every day for Dr. King and what he did and what he stood for. And we should not take it lightly, ladies and gentlemen. I heard T.D. Jakes say something very powerful last week. I was listening to him, and he said, you are working for the money, but the money ain't working for you. I want you to think about that, guys. People gave their lives for us to get out here and to make a difference in our families and in our communities. And we are working for the money, but the money is not working for us. And guess what? Those days are over. It's 2023. I'm going to share some information with you. If you're a guest on the line, I want you to grab a notepad, a pen. I want to share with you that we are not here. We're only here to share the information. We're not trying to get you to join anything. We're not trying to recruit you. Every investor on this line have been blessed, and we're here to share the information. That's it. Okay. Now, I always like to start with what this is and what it's not right up front. Okay. First of all, this is not a get rich quick deal. This is not a money grab. Okay. Number two, this overview is very unusual. It's not your typical PowerPoint presentation where we're trying to recruit you to join anything. Okay. All the information that Dr. Martin has shared with you and that I'm going to share with you is all factual, and you can take it to the bank. Right. We believe that the truth is good enough, and everything that we're going to share with you is factual. Number three, let me get this out of the way. This is not network marketing. This is not direct sales, and this is not MLM. Right. And here's three reasons why. Number one, there's no fee to join this company. Number two, there's no monthly subscription where you have to be qualified. Okay. You don't have to put another dime in here once you make an investment. And number three, you do not have to share this with anyone. You do not have to recruit people. We do not recruit people here at NovaTech. We just share the information if we care to do so. Okay, you have options. Now, that being said, I love the direct sales industry. It retired me 16 years ago from driving a bus 80 to 100 hours a week, 6 to 7 days a week, to time freedom. It also retired my wife from a good government job. Okay. So today we live full-time and we work part-time. Okay. Now, I want to talk about what this is. I'm going to run through the information really quick. NovaTech, guys, is a professional trading platform that trade our investment. That's it. We make an investment, if this makes sense. Okay. You make an investment. They're professional traders that trade on our behalf. They do the work for us. Okay. Number two, in the fastest growing industry of mankind, again, it's growing faster than the internet. It's going to revolution the cryptocurrency space. It's going to revolutionize the way that we spend and use money because you can move it faster. Okay. We're excited because we're on the front end of this phenomenon, this next major wealth trend. Okay. Now, number three, the power. This is what Dr. Martin just showed you is priceless. And for the first time, the little guy, you and I are privy to compound our earnings, not just get your earnings every week, okay, your return on investment, but you're able to reinvest it and compound it and watch your account grow exponentially. Number four, this does not interfere with anything that you're already doing. Most of the people on our team are doctors, they're lawyers, they're in the finance arena. They're busy people, okay? This does not interfere with that. This is just another passive stream of income that's added to your portfolio if it makes sense. And then number five, what makes this is a no-brainer is that everyone, since inception of this company 3.5 years ago, have seen a return on investment every single Friday. And 30% of the company on Friday and Saturday. Imagine getting paid twice a week and you're able to compound those monies, right? Let's get into the information here. Let me see here. Okay. Trading profits made easy. Again, what is NovaTech? Simply put, it's a professional trading platform. They have professional traders that's been handpicked by the owners that have to demonstrate for 30 days that they can trade on a higher level and be successful, to trade our investment, okay? 7 days a week in the cryptocurrency space, okay? So you make an investment, they traded 7 days a week in the cryptocurrency space. And then abroad, they also trade in the Forex market, okay? They also generate revenues through Bitcoin ATM machines, as well as Bitcoin mining. They generate revenues through crypto and debit card transactions. So there's about 5 streams of income that come into this company every single day, 24 hours a day. Now let's talk about who's behind this company. 2 amazing visionaries, right? Cynthia and Eddie Pettion. People ask me this question, guys, all the time. What makes NovaTech different from a lot of these companies? And I always tell them the owners, okay? Number one, the owners are out front of the company. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., you'll hear from the owners if you like. They're doing a live Zoom. You can Zoom in. I recommend getting on at 9:50, because there's going to be thousands of people on this call to hear from these owners. And they're going to talk about the state of the company, okay? These 2 people are freaking amazing. They have over 40 years of experience in this space. Here are their credentials on my screen. But here's what I love most about these owners. They have a deep passion to help people, the little guy, okay? Now, keeping it moving. The company was established in June of 2019, okay? Little over 3.5 years ago. This June will be 4 years. Established as a legally registered cryptocurrency and Forex trading platform. Keywords here, legally registered. They are legally registered with the Department of Treasury and FinCEN to trade cryptocurrency here in the US. Okay, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Now, abroad, the company is a MetaTrader 5 broker. Okay, they trade the Forex market, which is a $6.8 trillion a day industry. Now, they are the broker. What I love about this, guys, is that they're not operating on someone else's platform, okay? They are the broker. Now, let's talk about how all this works. One of the things that I love about NovaTech is the simplicity. A 12-year-old can really do this business because it's really that simple. When you get started, if this makes sense to you and you decide that you want to get started with NovaTech, all you're going to do is get back to the person that invited you to this overview. And they're going to send you their link. You click on their link and you're going to create what we call a PAM account. Now, let me break it down for you. In my opinion, it's just like opening up a bank account. And here's why I say that. They ask you questions like your name, your address. They have you create a username. They have you create a password. You even create a 4-digit PIN. No one gets into this account but you. It's your personal account, just like your bank account at Wells Fargo, okay? We call it a PAM account. Now, PAM stands for Percentage Allocation Management Margin. Simply put, guys, it's a pool of funds inside a cryptocurrency or Forex trading account. It's just like a mutual fund, if you will. I recall when I worked for Metro Transit, okay, we had a 457 plan where I used to send $300 a week because I worked a lot of overtime. Okay, I didn't want to leave any money on the table. Okay. So I used to send $300 a week to this 457 retirement plan. Okay. And it was like a mutual fund. I didn't know what they were investing in. So when I got to retire in 2007, okay, I had $130,000 in this account. In 2008, 90 days after I retired, the market crashed and it went to $60,000 overnight. Okay. Overnight, I've been sending $300 for 18 years. And it went to 60 grand overnight. Okay. Let's talk about this Pam account. Let me go a little deeper. We have 110 people on this call. So let's just say if all of us started tonight with $1,000. So now you have $110,000 inside of this cryptocurrency Pam account. So it's real simple. NovaTech's traders go into this account 7 days a week, and they trade this account on our behalf. Now, I was blessed to meet Cynthia, and one of the questions I had for her was, what are the likelihood of them actually losing all of our money in 1 or 2 trades? And she kind of laughed and she said, Stan, that's very unlikely because, first of all, we would never, ever trade the entire PAM account at one time. We only trade 20 to 30% of this account daily based on market conditions. So if the market is very volatile, she say we may trade little to none that day. And we trade for 7 days straight. And what happens is every Thursday evening, guys, the company stops and they look at its books. And they've had hundreds of trades over the week, and they won some and they lost some. But here's what we're proud to say. Since inception of the company, this company has been showing profits for over 3.5 years. Now, let's talk about what they do with these profits every Thursday evening. They take these profits, 70% of them are paid out to you and I, the investors, based on what you have invested. What I like about it is a level playing field. You might have 1,000 and I might have 100,000 in here, right? So 70% are paid out to the investors. The other 30% goes to the company. It's a 70-30 split. I like that. It's a win-win for everyone involved, and it keeps the company healthy, right? So what happens, guys, every Friday morning, every investor on this line wakes up early. Nobody sleeps in on Friday. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because our percentage earnings come out every week. And guess what? We are breaking our neck to see what those returns are. And here's the deal. Since inception of the company has been showing anywhere between 2 and 4% return every single week. So what Doc showed you guys this evening, an average of 3%. Okay, she projected those numbers based on 3%, but again, there's no guarantees. So let's just say that our return is 3% this week, and you had $1,000 in NovaTech, you're going to get $30. Okay. If you had 100,000, you're going to get $3,000. Now you might look at the $30 and say, well, that's not a lot of money. Well, I want you to consider where that $1,000 is sitting tonight. If it's sitting in Capital One or Bank of America or Wells Fargo, you're getting 0.6% a year. So you're probably getting 30 cents a month on that monies. So what happens is when those returns come out, okay, and we get the return on investment, we have options. You can either withdraw your monies or you can reinvest and compound those monies. And we highly recommend to reinvest and compound those monies and then watch your account grow exponentially over time, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, keeping it moving. Why is NovaTech different? Here's 4 reasons why, guys. Okay. Why the company is different and why it's a complete no-brainer. Number one, there's no expiration dates. What that simply means is you can make an investment in here and NovaTech says, we'll trade your account as long as you want. You don't have to put another dime in it. Okay. There's no smoke and mirrors there. And you can cancel at any given time with no cancellation fees. Also, you have 100% access to your money. And think about this. If you have a retirement fund right now, do you have access to that money? Okay. With NovaTech, you have access to those monies. You can withdraw it or you can reinvest it. Okay. And there's no withdrawal limits. You can take it all out if you like. Okay. There's no earning caps. Did you know we have people that's trading accounts is over $1 million? Okay. So there's no earning caps here. Okay. What makes it a no-brainer, again, the company's been showing return on investment and profits every single Friday for the last 3.5 years. And you need absolutely no trading skills whatsoever. Okay. You can put it on auto compound and you don't even have to compound your money. You just log in and see that money grow every week. Okay. Again, the company is registered to do business in the United States. It's a global opportunity if you have friends around the world, and you don't have to recruit anyone in order to make money here, right? That's what makes this a no-brainer. Now, let's talk about what happens after you create your account. You're going to have to fund that account, okay? Now, the account has to be funded with cryptocurrency. It's crypto in and it's crypto out, okay? Now, don't get alarmed if you don't own any cryptocurrency, because most of us didn't own any. We all had to start somewhere when we got started with NovaTech. We will show you how to onboard, and onboarding is a process, okay? These are the cryptos that we use. We use Bitcoin, we use Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and USDT, okay? So once your account is funded, okay, the 24 hours later, the traders go to work for you. Now, all you're going to do is pick a package. And we tell people all the time, get in where you feel comfortable investing, okay? Do not invest your mortgage. Do not invest your rent. Do not invest your car note, okay? Monies that you need to get to every single week or every single month, because NovaTech is not the bank and you want to be running in and out of here, okay? So all you're going to do is pick a package and you get in where you feel comfortable investing. Again, what I love about this is that, you know, this company is trading at well over $1 billion today. But guess what? The little guy, a person can get started as low as $99 at the builder package, okay? Or you can get started at the silver package. Look in the middle of the screen. We call it the sweet spot. That's where I started at $2,500. Dr. Martin started there. Or you could get started at the gold or the platinum package. You get in where you feel comfortable, okay? Now, once that account is funded, okay, NovaTech trades that account for you for 30 days. After 30 days, they will assess a $25 maintenance fee to that account, okay? Here's what I like about that fee, guys. It comes out of your earnings and not out of your pocket, okay? They also take the $25 and they pay it back out in our affiliate program as well. So it actually stays in-house. It pays out to the investors. Now, here's the deal. There's no service available in the following states: Texas, Alaska, Hawaii, California, and South Carolina, due to state regulations, okay? Now, we have a VIP package that starts at $25,000. Here are the benefits. NovaTech will trade your account for 30 straight days. In addition to your earnings, every single week, they're going to also give you 1% cash back on top of those earnings. And they're going to waive the $25 fee. We have the President's Club package. I'm excited to be a part of this club, and Dr. Martin as well. Okay, again, we started with $2,500, but our accounts are now trading at over 6 figures. I'll tell you how that happened in a minute. Now, at the President's Club, NovaTech says, okay, we'll trade your account for 30 straight days on top of your earnings. Now we're going to give you 2.5% cash back, and they're going to give you $1,000 cash bonus and waive the $25 fee. I think that's pretty generous of the company to do that, right? That's pretty cool, right? Now, I'm going to transition and talk about how we get paid. But before I do that, I'm going to just close out with this. What also comes with your account is support. Number one, you're going to get all the support from everyone on Team Legacy Builders. That's who we are. We're a team of professionals from all different walks who have one objective, and that is to eradicate poverty in our families and in our communities by exposing them to this phenomenon and this platform, this cryptocurrency phenomenon, and this platform called NovaTech. Okay? Now, so you'll get all the support you need once you come on board. Now, I'm going to shift gears and talk about our affiliate program. Okay? This is for the investor that wants to get paid twice a week. Okay? This is for the investor that says, okay, Stan, I want to get my return on investment on Friday, but I also want to share this with my doctor or my lawyer or my cousin and expose them to the goodness as well. Well, you can do that here. And if you decide to do that, on Saturdays, you will earn what we call commission bonuses. Okay? And now you're getting paid twice a week, okay, which is huge. And you got the option to either withdraw those monies or reinvest. So me and Dr. Martin and many others on this line, we decided to share because they helped us to get to the President's Club 10X, right? Now, let me explain how all that happens, okay? NovaTech says we'll pay you, if you decide to share this with others, we'll pay you very handsomely seven different ways. And what I love about it, again, is the simplicity. There's no smoke and mirrors. There's no up to this. There's no up to that. They don't pay you in points. There's no breakage, okay? There's no gotchas. It's real simple. And every dime is tracked, okay? You do this and we'll pay you that. Let me explain. The first way that we get paid is what we call a direct referral bonus. I shared this with Dr. Martin. Matter of fact, I had called her up that month. Every year, I get a sinus infection. I call the good Dr. Martin, and she give me, what you call it, doctor? H-pack or the Z-pack or one of them packs.
Z-pack, Stan.
Z-pack. So I called her for my annual Z-pack, okay? And I just asked her a question. Are you doing any investing in the crypto space? And she said, I heard about it, but, Jerron told me about it, but I don't know anything about it. I said, well, let me educate you on it. It's the next phenomenon. She took a look at it, and because she's a reasonable and prudent businesswoman, in addition to being a doctor, she said, I'm in. So she came on board at the silver package. Now, when that happened, ladies and gentlemen, NovaTech paid me what we call a direct referral bonus the following Saturday. So I got my return on investment on Friday, and then on Saturday, I got a bonus from Dr. Martin. Okay, great. I reinvested that bonus as well. Now look at number 2. It says indirect referral bonuses that pays through 7 levels. This is freaking amazing. So what Doc did, she knows a lot of busy doctors around the country. And we all know that the doctors are busy because we're in the COVID season, right? So what Doc did was begin to share this with other people, other doctors and her friends and family. And when they came on board, she got a direct bonus But Stan Richards got an indirect referral bonus, okay, which is huge. Now this pays 7 levels deep. We also have a fast track bonus. Then we have a check matching bonus. So NovaTech says, this is how powerful this is. This is my favorite bonus, guys, number 7. NovaTech says that everyone you personally share this with, when they get their direct bonus on Friday, we're going to pay you a check match. And we're going to pay that 9 generations deep. Guys, let me show you how powerful this is. Talk about getting paid for something you didn't do. I personally onboarded 127 people to date, personally. Those 127 people that came on board, when they get their bonus every Friday, NovaTech says, okay, Stan, we're going to give you 127 check matches. Okay, great. Thank you. But then they go on to say, we're going to pay you 9 levels deep. Now, those 127 people have turned into, ladies and gentlemen, over 7,000 people. So imagine you getting a check match off of hundreds and thousands of people that you'll never see, meet, or service a day in your life. That's real leverage right there, okay? And all you did was set out to share the goodness with 1 or 2 people, and your organization just grew exponentially like that. Look at number 5. It pays a residual bonus. The $25 I talked about, the company actually pays that back out to the investors, you and I, in the form of a residual payout. Then they have rank advancement bonuses. You know, Dr. Martin doing this business very part-time because she runs a busy practice. Last week, she just hit this position called junior director in this company, and they paid her a $5,000 bonus the same day. They paid her the bonus, okay? So they have rank advancement bonuses that pay out between $100 and $100,000, and then there's profit sharing pools as well that we get to participate in, all because we just want to help people. We're not here to recruit people. We're just sharing the information, okay? Now, I'm going to share this last slide and we're going to close out. Here's a disclaimer, guys. And I always end the call with this, okay? NovaTech says, do not invest any monies that you can't afford to risk, because this is an investment platform. We are not financial advisors, okay? I would like to be upfront about that. Don't invest any money that you can't afford to risk, and we are not financial advisors. NovaTech also says that you have to be at least 18 years or older in order to participate in this opportunity, right? So that being said, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to close out with this. When I do this overview every single Monday, and the next one will be on Thursday at 8 p.m. But again, tomorrow at 10 a.m., if you're interested, you can hear straight from the owner's mouth, the horse's mouth. There's 3 types of people on this call. The first person says, you know what, Stan? I've been looking for an opportunity, a vehicle that could possibly generate generational wealth. I'm in. If that's you, number 1, welcome aboard. Person number 2 says, I have questions. Guys, we love questions. Get back to the person that invited you. Get all your questions answered. If they can't answer your question, they'll get you on the phone with me or Dr. Martin or Coach Mike or whoever. We're going to get your questions answered, okay? Person number 3 says it's not for me, and it's okay. I will be the first to say that this is not for everyone, okay? This is for people, again, who are looking for an opportunity, who are looking to get their money to work for them as hard as they worked for it. Period, point blank, end of story. Now, That being said, guys, again, on behalf of my co-host tonight, Dr. Miriam Martin, and our investors all over the country, we want to thank you for taking out the time to join us today. Good luck on your decision this evening. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless your dreams. This call is officially over. Good night.
Good night. Congratulations.